Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Wednesday. All right, guys. So last night we got the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I will be covering that on Up and Adam Channel 2. But since we're on Up and Adam Channel 1, we have a lot to talk about. I know that Teresa said that she reached out to her brother, Teresa Giudice from the Real Housewives of New Jersey. We have not yet heard from the brother. Now we're hearing from the brother. And I want to know what the is going on. I feel like I sound like Leah from Miami. Like, what's going on? Okay. All right, guys. Here we go. Just get ready for it. Again, we have heard that Teresa Giudice has decided after having a conversation with Jeff Lewis that she was going to reach out to her brother. And a lot of people, including Jason and myself, we were questioning, like, what are the motives? Is it a money situation? Are you trying to make sure that you get your pay? Like, what exactly is pushing you to reach out? And I think it's a fair question. Right? Like nobody's sitting here trying to like fool anybody or clown anyone. I think that it's a real question. But wait. So Joe Gorga also literally confirmed this. He revealed that his sister Teresa did reach out to him, expressing an interest in meeting and reconciling. And he stated that Teresa texted him and asked to sit down and meet. He said he's open to hearing her out, but with conditions. The apology must be humble, genuine. She must acknowledge some of her mistakes. It must come from a real place, not just PR or cast motivated. And he did admit that he's uncertain whether or not Teresa's reaching out to him is motivated by wanting to stay relevant on The Real Housewives of New Jersey. But despite everything that they've been through, Joe said that he doesn't want to turn his back on family and he views the reconciliation as part of being a good brother. I like that. Now, he described that Teresa has done horrific things to him in the past, but said he is open to forgiveness and that's only if she shows remorse. But regarding his wife, Melissa, he praised her as having a heart of gold. And he said that she has forgiven Teresa many times over and she listens to and supports him. So if he's down to forgive her, then she is down to forgive her. But now, when it comes to the whole subject matter of protecting his children, he emphasized that they'll never speak ill of Teresa in front of the kids. And he does encourage polite behavior from the kids towards her, like go say hi, etc., stuff like that. But he stressed that their feud should be between them as adults. Louis, Joe, Teresa, Melissa. It shouldn't really involve the kids. And I think that we've heard from Gia Giudice in the past and a few of Teresa's daughters just talking about the fact that this feud between them has really put a rift in between the cousins, which is so uncomfortable and awkward. And it's also incredibly not fair to the cousins. So that makes me, it makes me sad for the cousins. I feel like that's just like, that's a shitty position to be in. And it's not their fight. But you do feel residual effects as a kid who wants to protect your parent, right? And that's exactly what is happening. So hold on. Let me play the clip.
I heard something about you and Teresa talking again.
Oh,
Was that just one of those fake rumors or fake news, or is that actually starting to happen?
no, she did text me. She
Okay.
she reached out,
That's awesome.
and she would like to sit down and meet. So, I am the guy who I am. I'm a good brother. I've never wanted to argue with her ever. It was not my intentions. So, I'll hear her out. I like to hear her out, see what she has to say because, but if I sit down with her and I hear her out, it has to be it has to be very humble.
Right.
It has to come from a humble place. It has to be real. It has to be, you know, I've made mistakes and we can move forward. If
Do you
not,
think
awesome.
she's doing it so that
I heard something about you and Teresa talking again.
so that she can get back on the show, or to, you know, solidify that position on the show?
you know, Eddie, I don't know, man. Listen, we're men, right?
Right.
We have been men our whole lives, and a man is, you know, I support my wife, I support my children, I've supported my parents, I've support my siblings, right? I support everybody. I can't. I'm not the guy that. I'm not the guy that's going to turn his back on anyone, no matter what they did to me. You know, because you know, we have to be examples for people. Because
Right.
look at this society. Like, look at this war that's going on in life. What are we gonna? If no one made up, there'd be no ceasefire ever. You have to make up. You have to move on, or everybody would be dead.
Yeah.
This nonsense of arguing and fighting for what? For what? For you know,
So that she can get back
there's no reasons. Listen,
for ratings.
the ratings. There's two different type of people. I'm chill. I'm relaxed. You could hurt me as long as you apologize to me. I accept it. I'm
Yeah.
kind of a pushover. I'll be honest. I got a good heart, you know, and I just don't. I rather not argue or hold a grudge the rest of my life for what, you know. So we'll see. We'll see. You know, there's no reasons. Listen,
For ratings.
Yeah, yes.
How are those relationships at this moment?
Well, my brother and my sister-in-law, I'm not speaking to, but I did reach out and I said, because, you know, time does heal all wounds. And, you know, when time goes by, you forget things. So I'm just like, you know, Gia and I were on Special Forces. We, you know, spent a lot of time before we actually started Special Forces, and we talked a lot about a lot of things. So I want to be a good example for my children.
Okay.
I have 4 daughters, and like, I don't want them to ever say, you know, I always tell them, like, I always want you guys to get along. Please always be there for each other. I know you guys are going to marry other people, but always put you know, your sister first, or not first, but like, always don't forget about your sister. Like, you know,
It's family.
Be a family, be a beautiful, yes.
How are those relationships?
Beautiful family. Like, if someone doesn't get along, just be the bigger person, try to make it work, blah, blah, blah. So I can't, you know, I got to practice what I preach, right? So that's why with my brother, I reached out to him. And I mean, I put it out there, and because the only reason why I put it out there is Jeff Lewis asked me. So that's how the conversation started. So
That's a
now I'm like,
bad
you know
way
what,
to
never
start.
say never. Because before I was just like, absolutely not. I'm Italian. I'm like very stubborn. I'm like, it's never going to happen. But now, after like, you know, time, it's been over. I would say my brother hasn't really been in my life. We've been married 3 years, but the drama started even before that. So
I was going
4
to ask,
years.
can you remember a time when you and Joe and Melissa all got along?
When I first met him, our first Christmas, they were at my house. Oh no! Even when we moved into our house, that they came over that first Christmas when we moved into our house. Yeah, beautiful family. Like,
I mean, honestly, I think that everybody's rooting for that relationship. Everybody wants that relationship to win. I don't know if it will, you know, like, we're gonna be on standby. This meeting could go totally fucking left, and it could just be like, I'm over it. Or it could go right. We don't know. But we'll see. Pop off in the comment section, guys. Smash the like button, show some love, and like I said, we'll see. We've